Hello and welcome to our daily sketching routine. It's Friday, September 19th, 2025, and today's topic is going to be called Path, Practice, Process. But before we begin, welcome back if you're returning and welcome if you're new to the channel. I sketch and post every day and I use a timer to stay focused and to build a habit. I'll start a 10-minute timer. So yeah, if you'd like to follow along or just get some ideas, I sketched a vertical box for the composition. I like to do it in pencil in case need to make adjustments. So we're talking about like the artistic path, or I am. So this is part of that, so you can just look up something. But yeah, let's just do a path. Let's be kind of literal. So yeah, I found a picture and the composition is vertical. And it looks like it's not exactly in the middle, so kind of like right here. I'm going to use a pen. You can also just sketch this out and then like ink over it. It's going to be done in pen and ink. The practice is like the line work practice, so that's why I'm doing it in pen. So yeah, let's get started. So it kind of looks like this sort of look. So just to get started there, and then it gets thinner. The path gets a little bit wider. And then you have tree. And then it just sort of blends a little bit here. Then some branches. The process has to do with, so like here's the sketch part of it, which is like the composition. Then we figure out, well, since I'm using reference, it kind of shows me the light and dark already. So there's just different like approaches. So for example, I like to like lately just kind of, so like now that I have this, and this is like a medium, it's like a felt tip pen. I like to kind of go in and you can double up the line kind of like this. Sort of shows where it's darker, like here would be darker. Same with this. You could decide like, well, in the reference, like this is darker, but you don't necessarily have to fill it in. The practice of it has to do with like the line work. So for example, let's just go ahead and decide that this whole like part right here, like this side is just going to be like crosshatched. So just to get started, so this I wouldn't call this detail, I would call this like light and dark. So the first part was sketch, so this is just a process. So the size of the drawing does affect things, of course. Yeah, I find that I can get this far usually within about 10 minutes. There's the light and dark. Like this is actually supposed to be darker, and then this is like the lightest part. So I'm not redrawing it. I have the sketch right here. So I'm going in with the darker, I call it the darker one, but it's like the bolder one, the medium point. And it's starting to go into detail because the light and dark has been established right here. So there's light on the path, which is coming through like the trees. And then these trees are dark. So really the next thing is the detail part of it. And so it's just a matter of like how you want to detail it. So I'm going to do this. I might fast forward through this part. So yeah, I just use that to the straight edge to one, make it look more like a finished drawing, and then that's usually how I start to go into a finished composition. For this one, maybe I'll go in with like a paint marker. Since this is detail, I'm going to kind of do these spontaneous kind of just to get started. just add like this look to it. So this is kind of what the reference looks like. So what happened was we went from light to dark, meaning the white of the paper, to like the pen lines. Now this is going from like dark to light, meaning like right here. Just going to use the medium point. You can go back to using the finer point. So I like to also just kind of go in this one direction and then go back in and like do the cross hatching, because you can control a lot of the texture and like the values that way. And yeah, for detail, you just kind of patiently do this. But I mean, the picture's right here, and then, but yeah, use reference. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I might do a fast forward of the detail stage. There's not like a whole lot to say. Basically, it's just whatever the sketch and like the light and dark that was set up. It's about details, so it's just like if this is supposed to be darker, then you just kind of do it, but like in a detailed kind of way. So I'm just gonna do that. And So yeah, that'll be it for today. I want to thank you for joining me for our daily sketching routine, and if you enjoy these videos, please support the channel. I appreciate it, and until next time, keep on sketching.